Hi everyone, I'm Nix, and today I'm going to be watching and reacting to the Witcher 4 cinematic reveal trailer behind the scenes video. Really curious how the colour plays into it, the red to the green.
We felt that this is the moment to tell the story with Ciri.
She's been through a lot. She has a strong moral compass, I would say, and she can use these emotions to act.
Ciri is all about becoming the Witcher, and she is very determined to follow this path.
Sorry, I'm already pausing, but that a lot of what they said so far, especially Sebastian in the breakdown video, seems to point towards us going along with Ciri through the journey of her becoming a Witcher. Initially, when I watched the trailer, I thought that maybe when we played in The Witcher 4, she would have already gone through the Trial of the Grasses or whatever, and we would just be playing as Ciri and learning about her history along the way. But the more that they talk about her journey, and just like Sebastian just said, how determined she was to follow the path of becoming a Witcher, I wonder if if this is after she becomes a Witcher, and we're gonna see her journey through the process and her learning how to use these like newfound Witcher powers. I don't know. Curious.
At the very first meeting with CDPR, I saw like how much you want to ground this story in the past, at the same time giving a start to a new saga.
We were thinking in this story that Mione and Ciri are a little bit mirrors of each other.
Yes.
The traditions of Stromford essentially mean that Mione has to be sacrificed. That's her destiny, and she accepted that destiny. Ciri is known as someone who does not accept destiny. She fights back at it.
Yep.
Ciri was exactly feeling what Mione could feel. Even just looking at her, hearing, her voice trembling when she goes, I shall be, the bringer of salvation. And you can hear that there is a duty in that. There is something you grew up with. There's something you should do, but like deep inside, you know that this is bad. So they have a very brief interaction in the woods when she says like, save yourself, right? That this is something that your older sister would say, your friend, you're someone close to you. Just from this brief interaction, she can exactly know what she is feeling. And she's like, your life is more important than those stupid superstition that your village grew up with.
I want to point back to the last two videos because I talked about this in those as well, in those reaction videos. But Ciri and Mione being very parallel in their relationship with destiny was something that I really liked about this, because seeing Mione being pushed into her destiny and Ciri's traumatic relationship with being pushed into her destiny tells me that The Witcher 4 is also going to be more about destiny and Ciri trying to break away from destiny and break away from her past, and possibly trying to break away from what being a child of the Elder Blood means for her and the people that try and use it against her and use her for it. I feel like we're going to be a lot more in destiny and about destiny here. Very.
One of the really important things was for the viewers to feel as Ciri would feel, so you could see how the story unfolds together with her and get the same emotional flow as she would get as she was trying to fix the issue of the village. The way she kills the monster, the way she reacts to the people killing Mione, it's
beautiful.
Different than what Geralt would do. She lives through these emotions, she's connected.
Beautiful rendering of Ciri as a character. That 360 shot. Her armor looks phenomenal. She's very clearly Ciri in every way, shape or form.
Connected with herself.
That's all we wanted. We're to go to the woods, to go to the god.
We always try to walk around Slavic style and be coherent with Sapkowski's book. I believe the style for characters, faces, hairstyles, you can find this kind of faces somewhere in the villages there and there. That's why it's very important to see the range of possibilities in the whole Central Europe.
I love art books so much, and that graphic was beautiful. I love that they are continuing to draw on Sapkowski's book. I think it's very obvious already from just the trailer itself and from the breakdown video, but continuing to draw from Slavic culture, I think is really important in a world that prioritizes Western European and Western in general people and cultures and histories. I think having such a big game series and world being pushed that is very much Eastern European, I think is important to sort of break the narrative of only Western media being good. So I'm really excited to see them stay true to that. And I'm really
Just
excited
the
to...
ambiguity of the
Sorry, bud. I'm really excited to learn more as well about Slavic culture and Slavic folklore, especially the folklore.
whole story itself. I think it also plays very much to the way Sapkowski was crafting his Witcher stories, and it's also very in our Eastern European mentality that like those shades of gray everywhere, and not clear choices, and the famous lesser evil.
It was a huge project. From the beginning, from the story that we created with our director and with CDPR team, and then the huge mock-up session, it lasted for like 14 days.
Wow.
A lot of people were engaged, and I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't be this amazing if we hadn't had such an amazing crew.
I think that's phenomenal. I noticed, not so much on my first watch, because when I was first watching it, there was so much happening, but I I went away and I rewatched it multiple times, and the body movement of Ciri especially was very, very human. You usually find in games, especially older games, that it seems a little bit jarring or uncanny valley the way that the characters move. I'm curious how much they'll bring that into the cutscenes of the actual game.
We want you as a viewer to get really into this world, to get close to these characters, to understand what they're going through, because this world is brutal, it's visceral, it's grounded, and we want you to feel it.
The whole idea for the trailer was that we want to have natural looking camera, not artificial one, not CGI. That's why we decided to record all those virtual cameras on stage and then later use it.
In a trailer, for example, when you see Ciri, when she enters the fog, you can see that she's confused, that she doesn't know where to look, that the camera is more aggressive with motion, and we wanted to express more of this confusion. We wanted to have this glimpse of truth in it.
But
Do that
also
very
there
well.
are scenes when magic happens, and then we want to switch from those handheld cameras to more like creative one.
The style completely changes, so we go with cranes now, we go with dollies.
That was quite a lot of work to animate them properly and have this magical feeling to them. And they are no longer handheld, they are all created
Gorgeous.
by the animators. There
Graphics
are
of it building in.
nuances that we really want to take care of and to make it feel really like a movie.
They did a great job.
We organized 3 shooting days with rented movie gear. We had lenses that we picked before, and we gathered lots and lots of shots with different features on it, like distortions, lens flares, bloom, how the bokeh behaves. Based on that, we could really create digital representation of those lenses, gathering all those features so we can really have something unique, and I'm pretty glad about it, because this was something I think pretty extraordinary in a gaming engine.
It's so interesting to watch how it's put together. Things I wouldn't have even thought of.
My favorite part is the beginning, essentially. It's where we parallel the traditional preparations that Mioni goes through, and then the Witcher preparations that Ciri goes through.
I really like that as
For
well.
the Mioni, we had a more pleasure to eye color palette and a bit warmer. But for the Ciri, we set up our environment darker and more moody. We wanted to create a bit more mysterious mood, which allows us to create more dense atmosphere and bring to the table a bit different story, because at the end, both of characters having a unique story behind preparation.
Ciri
This is cool learning about it.
watching Jivan saying goodbye to Mioni, saying about destiny, saying that she was kind of born almost, meant to make it
right? Kind of save them.
It was really important for us to actually write this monologue in a way that Geralt could have said that about Ciri as well.
Yes!
Dearest daughter.
This is exactly what I felt, because when I initially heard it, I thought maybe this is Geralt, and then looking back on it, doesn't sound like Geralt at all. But it was so true to Ciri, and I think that really cemented the parallel between Mjolnir and Ciri and their roles in, or their relationship with Destiny.
Daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious
I'm glad that that
child
was meant to be
into
as
a
well.
remarkable young lass with
Everything
much
is so
grace,
intentional.
wisdom, and kindness.
It encourages my
That makes me
overanalyzing.
emotional because this is also something that she was fighting her entire life. Almost all the time, someone wanted something from her.
We created a
Amazing how
physical
big a job it is.
representation of Bauk's shoulders and his attacking arms, and having 4 operators. We
Whoa.
kind of recreated the whole monster. On the screen, we saw in real time a moving Bauk. We created Witcher-style sequence, just practice it a couple times. We practiced how to move the Bauk, how to synchronize, and it worked. It worked beautifully.
That's incredible. Ingenious.
Post collaboration, you know, like from the animation perspective, we did start with animation guideline for the Bauk. I've known Bauk for a while, and I kind of found a way to divide him into 3 specific parts. So when it comes to the head, for us, it's kind of like a goblin head on a neck of a snake. The front arms are as similar to jaguar as possible, while the pincers are literally scorpion claws, and the tail and the back legs are literally dinosaur. And because of that, we're able to actually create this kind of animation Bible for the Bauk. And then it kind of allowed us to really quickly build this common language to make sure that what we animate at CD Projekt is actually as close as possible to what you see in the trailer.
Journey with
That's gonna be
Unreal
very
Engine was
exciting.
wonderful. We were able to have much more tries and instant preview and much more iterations to get to the proper final result.
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition.
I'm not even pausing much at the moment. I'm so into this right now. It's gorgeous watching how it comes
Well,
together.
the first thing that puts a smile on my face is the runtime, of course. I'm really glad we could pull off 6 minutes of that. Even if you don't know anything about The Witcher, you can just play it, watch it, and it's a short story that's understandable from the start to finish. I love the slow burn, which is something very unique for a game trailer, I would say.
Love the storyboarding as well.
Every movie that we do, our goal is to have the best knowledge of the IP, to stay true to the IP, to understand the vision of the developers, also the purpose of the asset that we're creating. Knowing the Witcher universe inside out is a key to do something that feels equally original as well as true to its foundation.
I've never really seen the behind the scenes of something like this. I've sort of seen mocap in general, but to see it come from mocap to what we see on the screen through what is effectively their storytelling in this video, how the trailer came to life. It's really powerful to watch and sort of inspiring. I'm gonna let it finish now.
This trailer is an adaptation of a story that we actually want to tell in the game. We're not going to give you a black or white situation. We expect you to consider some situations, make some tough choices, and as an example, that situation that may happen after the trailer is over is such a tough choice.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
That's very interesting. So that is a presumably going to be a quest in the game. Again, very similar to In the Heart of the Woods, which is a quest in Skellige, where you have a choice whether or not to protect the elder of the village. And if you do protect him, you have to fight a bunch of other people. So this seems like it's very much going to play off of that kind of a quest. And I wonder how big a part of it it's going to be. Because they seem to have created Bauk quite a strong character, more so than just for the trailer. And it sounds like Bauk's going to have quite a larger part than just a quest line, no? Than just a contract. To me, anyway. I don't know. I think it was really exciting for me to watch the process as somebody who's never seen the full process before. That was really exciting and very eye-opening to how much work and effort they clearly went through to bring us that trailer. I think also, as I said earlier on, I'm really excited to see them continue to stay true to Andrzej Sapkowski's work and also Slavic culture. As somebody who sort of started The Witcher 3 with absolutely no idea what they were getting into, I am excited to learn more about the cultures, about the Easter eggs they put in there, and about how they're going to continue Ciri's storyline. Very curious, as always, to hear your thoughts in the comments. This isn't one that gives us really much more information, but it definitely shows the passion that they have and how much work they went through just for a trailer. So, well, I guess it's a cinematic reveal trailer, so it's a bit more important than just a trailer, but you know what I mean. That's all of them now. That's all of the videos that we've got so far I have now watched and reacted to. I'm not going to go too much more into interviews and such until I finish Blood and Wine. I've almost finished Hearts of Stone now, which is scary. But on that note, I am going to leave this one here. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this reaction as much as I enjoyed reacting to it. Take care of yourself, and whenever the next video is, I will see you there. Bye.